welcome to another episode on the PR Pulse where PR professionals connect. I am Amina and I am here with Eunice, Evie, Kepa, Mark, Kezia, Vera, Michelle, and Sheila. Today we step into the role of PR professionals for an oil company in a critical crisis. Well, a major oil spill has affected the Ghanaian fishing community, and with our company's reputation in the line, we have been asked by our superiors to give transport money essentially solely to journalists in hope of softening media coverage. So let me move to my guest. Eunice, what do you think about this scenario? What would you do?
Okay, so thank you for the opportunity. I would want to begin with this quote that says, "A professional is someone who does his best even when he doesn't feel like." So, this quote reminds us about professionalism not always being about doing what is right or comfortable, but then doing like making tough decisions under pressure, especially when the stakes are very high. So now let's imagine the oil spillage, this whole problem happening. Let's say it hits a very peaceful fishing community in Ghana. First of all, the people are worried. The media is ready to spread the news, and the company's future is at stake here. So what are you going to do? Are you just going to let the media publish anything that is going to go against the company's image, is going to tarnish the image? No. And you don't want the people to over worry, like
So are
think
you
about
trying
it.
to tell me that
Mhm.
it's ethical to lie to the majority in order to save a company's
Okay, so
reputation?
here's
I
where
don't
the
think as a PR practitioner, your ethical values allows you to do that. That's not right. Even a deontologist would advise that you go by the ethical ways to produce a good result.
okay, so
And that
here's
is
where the
where
cultural and the historical context come to. Okay. So we are PR professionals.
right.
Transport money is not a new thing in Ghana.
So how much transport money do you need to lie? What are you telling me?
So the transport money you're talking about here, they didn't directly say Sole or anything like that. They didn't
But we
come
all know what it is. They don't need to be
exactly.
direct.
But then because of what is happening right now, the PR professionals, they have to step up their game. Even if you want them to publish whatever is going on, let's all transport. Oh, Monjen Combra. Do you get it?
But
It's
then the
a
little
little
transport you're
motivation.
talking about means something. If I take it, I know why I am taking it, and I have to act on that
So that is why I spoke about professionalism. That is
professionalism. I don't
wait, wait,
think
I'm coming.
you doing this is professional because as a PR practitioner, even Porter Stewart once quoted that ethics is knowing the difference between what is right to do and what you have the right to do.
So the
So
quote I
the
said,
fact that you are telling me it is legal doesn't mean it is right to do. And as a PR practitioner, I know that my ethical values doesn't permit me to do such things. I have to be truthful, credible to the public. So if I take this solely you're talking about and then I lose my credibility, what is next? What do I have to do? So what are you
a
telling me?
professional is someone who does his best even when he doesn't feel like it. Are you trying to tell me that you want the company's name or image to go at stake just like that? You're
I'm
losing
not saying that, but
then,
I'm saying there are ways and means we can go by it,
which is
which is telling the public what has happened, but then
which is
assuring
going to
them,
tarnish the company's image. Are you thinking about that
not
side too?
tarnishing necessarily,
Then
but then there's a way you go by it.
which way?
You would tell the public,
Okay.
right? You tell them what is happening, and you also assure them. You tell them that these are measures you've put in place to make things right.
So
So,
even though
so
the PR manager, the
the
competent PR manager isn't comfortable with the decision, he must do what he has to do to protect the company's image. That is
okay.
it.
So then, why do you need me as a PR practitioner? Why do you have to give me solid,
Maybe you're trying to say, as a competent PR practitioner, you
right?
shouldn't give solely to the journalists just for them to cover the story and put the people of the community in danger, right?
I'm trying to tell you that it is not ethical to take that and not educate the public on what is going on because they have every right to know what is going
It is
on.
not ethical to give solely to the journalists.
Sole
Yes.
is not
Yes, and
ethical, fine, but it's a strategic move. Strategy, do you get
Tell
it?
us.
and Eunice,
Tell us what it is.
you saying giving solely to the journalists to soften media coverage. wouldn't that be putting the community into a risk?
So
That would really destroy the community. So she would rather
Exactly.
save the reputation of the company. The company is just a small community, and then
so this
that
solid thing
community
is
is
to
large.
just ensure the media handling the story very well, like carefully, whilst giving the company time to come out to come and talk about it to the
So
people.
that's how I said there were measures you have to put in
This is
place. You
not
know,
about
you
hiding the truth,
educate.
though. This is not about hiding the truth.
Basically, it is because you are giving me money not to publish
No,
what I have
it
to
is
say.
about
So it
it's about
is.
how the truth is being told. It's not
But
about
you
hiding the
know,
truth.
but you know, when the truth comes out, it will damage your reputation as a
Regardless.
PR practitioner,
Okay.
and then it will also damage the reputation of the company.
Okay.
Right.
So the solely I'm giving to the journalist is not for them not to tell the story. Oh. It's for them to take their time, carefully handle
For
the
how
story.
long?
It's about managing how the truth is being told so that the public isn't misled or panicked. Kezia.
Or panicked.
Yes.
So are
So
you trying to
the
tell me
information
that
is not just going
once
to
you give me
hit
the
them.
money, you're also going to tell me how I should go by it?
No.
So
All what I'm trying
how?
to say is that you take this solely, you take this amount of money, keep it on you. Take your time with the stories.
So
Don't
that means
publish
you are
it now.
telling me what to do
Don't.
with the money. You've given me the money and you're also telling me what to do.
That is the main reason why I'm giving you the money because I want you
But
to
you
do what I
didn't
want
say
you
that
to do.
earlier. You were denying it earlier. What I want you to understand is my ethical values does not permit me to do such things. So you even taking the first step to try and give me something, a transportation. I don't think you should do that.
This transportation thing has become normal in the Ghana media space. Even if you don't give, they will look at your face. And now, opesa me nkona, oma me
Do
shi
you
fan
have
to me
proof?
ho. Do you get it?
Have you experienced it
Oh
personally?
yes, I have.
You
They are
have.
journalists.
They are
Yes,
journalists, but then every
I wouldn't
journalist
talk
is
without fact.
but every
It is
journalist
part
is
of us now.
different. You can't
It
tell
is part
me
of us
you
now.
can't
And
tell
then
me
whenever
every
you want
single
someone to go
journalist
do
has
something
taken
for you,
solid
you
or
have to give
something.
them something on them.
I don't think a suitable professional journalist would actually sit and take something like this.
We're in Ghana.
But do you know you can actually manage crisis truthfully in a truthful way? You don't have to lie in order to manage a crisis. You know that, right?
What we just did, or what I'm talking about, is crisis management. Basically, I'm not covering up anything. Oh.
Okay.
I'm just trying to manage the crisis before it becomes a big problem. Keep the money, right? Take your time with the story. Give my company some time. We are going to tell the public, but not now. When, like, strategically, in a way that they are not going to be misled. Do you get me?
That's not what your superiors are saying. Your superiors are saying you should give them solid in hopes of softening media coverage. It doesn't mean they are
What I
going to
want
come
to
out
what I want
like
her
one
to even
they are going to need
understand
time to come out
what I want her to
with
even
the truth.
understand is that before we actually bring a story out, it takes some time. So you can just talk to us. Do you understand? You can just communicate what is happening to us, and we can decide to give you that time or not. You don't have to bring anything, any form of gift or present to
And
convince
that is
us.
what I spoke about. That it is we're in the Ghana's media space right now. And then in Ghana, if you need a journalist to do something for you, sure when you have a air condemn, solid something small, transport money. Oh, take it, go and come. So I think Sole is normal. I think it's normal.
I just think ethically, this shouldn't be normalized. This shouldn't be done. And as a practitioner, your ethics should always come first. It should train you. It should move with you in anything that you do. And considering this thing, you shouldn't even think about that. You shouldn't look there. Whatever she's talking about, that she has experienced it. I just hope that other journalists learn from this and they put their ethical values before them and in anything they do. Thank you very much.
I'd want to end that we're in Ghana.
I think now we should listen to Vera and Sheila about what they also think about this crisis.
So Joseph Fletcher once said, sometimes you must do the wrong thing for the right reason. Think about today's digital media space. Because of social media, news spreads fast, and sometimes you have to bend ethics to mitigate through.
So I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm not here to lecture you about your ethics.
But like with scholarship or helping them.
It is also bribery.
Sounds nice. Sometimes you give out solid so that the journalists won't say anything bad about your company to keep your reputation.
So right now, if you give out the money, the solely you are claiming, and then the journalist comes out with information that you gave them money to hide the whole thing, the whole scene. What would
You
we
didn't
do?
give them money, you gave them transportation. That's what you
Solely
say.
bribe.
Solid
It is
is not
bribe.
bribe. Solid is not bribe. We are Ghanaians, and whenever the media goes out to report on an issue, they expect something.
So the truth here is that you're not being ethical in your job as a PR. You're not being truthful.
But
That is
sometimes
it.
you have to do the wrong thing to do the right thing.
It doesn't
Yes.
matter. To
Company's
conclude
image.
everything, you're not being truthful. You're not being confidential. You're not being trustworthy as a PR. That is it. You should
When people
understand
find
that.
out what your company do, they are not going to trust you again. What your company
It's not
did, they are not going
everyone
to
that
trust you
won't
again.
trust you again. If you've been in that kind of situation before, some people will still have trust in you because they know you are being ethical in your job. You
How
are being
many Ghanaians
truthful.
know about ethics?
Most Ghanaians know about
Who and
ethics.
who?
Asking this question, you are trying to say most Ghanaians are not educated.
Not that, but how many people in the fishing community know about this? That
You claim those in a fishing community don't know about this, but they know what is right from wrong, right? They know what
yeah,
is good from
but they
bad.
don't know about Solly. They don't know giving money to the journalists will mean as in you're trying to keep your brand's image.
They know giving money to journalists just to cover situations is bad. They
How many
know.
of them know about
Most of
this?
them know about it. You can do your research and then find out. Most of them know about it. So you're just being unethical in your job. You're not making them trust you. You're just covering up the mess your company has done. That is the situation here right now. That is what we are talking about right now. All your explanations and then things you are saying here is wrong. It's not the correct thing. You are not being ethical, and that is it.
Let's listen to our next people. We have Kezia and Michelle. This is a very interesting conversation, and I am really enjoying it. But if I leave you, you would go over and over and over again. Now let's listen to our next guest. We have Michelle and Kezia.
Thank you very much, Mojita. So personally, I think as a PR professional, upholding the company's ethical standards is very, very paramount. First of all, when you uphold the sorry, let me start again, I beg. Okay, so thank you very much, Mojita, for the privilege. I think as a PR professional, upholding your company's ethical standards is very, very paramount. Sorry, your role as a PR professional in the company is to manage situations, to save the reputation of the company, manage situations when you know that the company is in the wrong. So you've been giving Sole, that is the bribe or transport money, to give to journalists or media personnel to downplay. The thing is to downplay the situation. And what is downplay in this conversation? So to downplay something is to minimize the severity of the situation. We are not saying that the media personnel should come out and should not talk about it at all. We are just saying that they should minimize the severity of the situation. They should not make it seem exaggerate the matter or make it seem so serious in the public eye.
So you're saying that you're doing that by taking Solly, and then you think that taking money wouldn't influence the person's decision. Me like this, as I'm sitting here, if you give me money and you say I shouldn't tell anyone something, I will not tell the person.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So
So this is what I have to say. Corruption is like a snow. When you keep entertaining corruption, it increases. Do you understand? So you can't say, oh, this one time I'm giving them transportation. Do you understand? And maybe to keep them quiet, or it won't make them uh,
okay, so first of all, when a company is faced with a situation like the oil spillage, do you think them they wouldn't take measures in the for sorry they wouldn't take measures to ensure that the next time the next time they are transporting oil or something, there's going to be a spillage. Of course, they are going to take measures. So just this one time, they are telling the media personnel to downplay the situation, to not exaggerate the matter. Do you get what I'm trying to say? They
That is
shouldn't.
how you are looking at it. That is how you are looking at it, but that's not the main point. As a PR practitioner, being loyal, being credible, and being transparent is one
First of
thing you
all, who
must
employed
uphold.
you as a PR professional?
Who
Professional.
employed me as a PR?
Exactly. The company is the one paying you.
Yes.
The company is the one paying you. Thereby, your loyalty lies with the company.
And my loyalty
Before the
lies with the
company,
company
before the
doesn't mean
company
that
employed
I
you,
should I should try to, put away all my ethical values and then say that my loyalty is to the company. So there are many, many ways to get the audience to understand the reason why what happened. I have to practice it because I'm a PR practitioner. Obviously, my goal is to make sure that the company's reputation is at is good. Do you understand? The company's reputation is good. So you saying that, oh, you gave the the journalist bribe that they should, oh, you're trying to say that, oh, this money you're giving to them is not bribe and that they're just going to use to pick maybe transportation, and you think that that wouldn't influence their decision.
so my own is that I'm not saying that it's not going to influence their decision. The solely I'm giving to them is to influence their decision.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to
And
say
that is
that.
not what we are trying to do. We are trying to be transparent over here. So
And we are not.
you can tell them to report the issue on the TV. Let everyone see that this is what is going on. And then when they do that, we can tap into the audience emotional side, making them understand that, oh, it was a misunderstanding. It was something that happened. You understand? And obviously the audience would understand where we are coming from.
The solely or the transport money gives the company the potential to act behind the scenes, whilst the media is downplaying the issue. The company will go behind the scenes, that's the affected communities, and then help them with the issues that occurred. You get what I'm trying to say?
I
If it
don't
is
get
houses that
me. I know that I'm a
have
PR
been.
practitioner. I'm supposed to stand by my values, be ethical, be transparent, and be credible. That's what I stand for. So you saying that you are giving the what do you call it, the journalist solace so that they will downplay the issue. It's not being ethical or transparent. If you know you have nothing to hide, why are you giving them solace?
How are we not being transparent in this issue?
You're not being transparent. You're making them.
We are not hiding. We are not hiding the fact that there was an oil spillage. We are coming out to say that yes, there was an oil
Oh,
spillage,
no.
but then the severity of it is not as serious as we are going to think or as the public is going to think.
So, in my opinion, I think we should pay the journalists so that they wouldn't spread the news so quickly. Because as a business, there's a quote that Warren Buffett said some years ago, and he says it takes 20 years. So, assuming as an oil company, you've spent so much years to build your company for 20 years. So, this is what Warren Buffett said. He said it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes just to ruin it. So, think about it. You get it? So if it takes just 5 minutes to win a reputation, and assuming like the oil company, what they are facing right now. So if we just leave the journalists so that they do their job right. Remember, my company is at stake. You understand? So me, in my opinion, I don't think we should. I think we should pay the journalist. You get it?
Yes,
It takes 20 years. Me, it's always in my mind. Every time you have.
and that is where I don't agree with
Okay.
Mark, because the long term effect of environmental degradation would affect all of us, and we all live in the society. So things concerning environment should be tackled with immediate effect, and it's something that you can downplay, because at the end of the day, the companies are in the communities.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're in the community,
I get
you
it.
work for the company, but your job requires you to live in the community. You have children, your wife is there, and you don't have clean water. It will also affect you.
It's true. I
So
get it.
things pertaining to these things, it's something that we should tackle it.
Yeah,
Man.
I understand. So I know the livelihood of people,
Yeah.
those community, those living the community are
Yeah.
in danger. But I'm not telling, or I'm not bribing, or I'm not giving solid. Let me just use the word solid. I'm not giving the journalist solid so that they won't say what's going on at all. But I'm giving them the solid so that I'll buy time. You understand? In every company or every business, there's crisis management. Whenever there's crisis, you don't just wake up and go and say everything at all. You get it? Just like I said earlier, building reputation is very very difficult, and just 1 second you just ruin it. So I think
Yes.
I need to buy time. Like
You
there should be.
can't say because of reputation people should die.
I know, but
It
I'm
is
buying time.
water.
I'm
This
buying
is
time.
water we are talking
I'm
about.
buying time. Listen.
And
Okay.
and if you've already contaminated the water, people should know.
And
So that the next person won't drink it.
I get it, but speaking about the reputation, you assume because you have investors already in your oil
I
company.
totally understand.
Listen,
I
you have
totally
listen,
understand what
listen,
you mean.
listen. So assuming it just goes out, say this oil company, this is what they've done, and this is what they are causing, all that. One, I'm losing my investors, my customers. You understand?
Yeah.
And if I'm losing all these people, and as you also, me as a PR professional, I also work there. The company can be closed down.
Yeah.
Because Charlie, people lives are in stake at stake. You understand? So the company can be closed down, and me, I might lose. I should also
Yes.
think about my job, bro.
Yeah, no, but for me as a PR professional, I'd rather lose my job than to lose lives.
Bro,
The lives of people are
listen,
more important
I'm paying
than
these
the jobs.
journalists so that they slow down with reporting the issue.
Yes.
They should just slow down. Now, so that,
Slowing down doesn't mean that the harm will not be caused.
I know it's
You
been
understand?
caused, but
Yes.
Charlie, you know how much I used to build. Like my employer used to build a
Yes.
company.
So that is where you do your maintenance well, so that there will not be any issue. I understand that there are accidents and accidents can occur at any time.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I'm not blaming you entirely for that. But when we have to react to situations, we have to react to situations.
Okay.
All right.
And also, yeah, I'm thinking about my business. So I'm thinking about business. And also, you need to listen to the journalist, because assuming a journalist was from wherever that they are coming from to report an issue, whatever, you need to give them something.
Yeah,
You
for
need,
that,
you need
for
to buy
that,
water, and
yeah.
in buying the water, they might say something which will, So generally, I'm not saying say I'm bribing them not to say anything at all. But I mean, they should just relax with the, and it's a mutual connection. Every
Yes.
journalist will do it. You understand? But being my whole this thing is the reputation of my business. You can't just tell me say I should let them say what they will say so that my business reputation will be at stake, bro.
As a PR professional, I don't expect you.
So the
To
money that I'm giving them, I'm not giving them the money that they shouldn't do their job. I'm just giving them transportation money.
But
So
you
in
know-
their own thinking, they should know what I'm trying to
money is
give.
going to
And
influence
right now, we should look at the contest that we are talking about. We
Yeah.
are in Ghanaian contest.
Yeah.
And in Ghana, bribery, even though we are not talking about bribery, I didn't give them bribe. But in Ghana, you should
Yes.
look at the culture.
Yes,
You
and that's
understand?
why we are in the country that we are.
Let me say this. This is what one German said, who is Hosfeld. That's
Yeah.
the name. He said, ethical standards are not universal. You get it? They vary by culture and circumstances. Look at it. Look at the 2 points. Vary by culture and circumstances. So you should look at the context at which the situation has happened and the circumstances, because I know people lives are in danger.
Yeah.
All right, you need to say something that will, but you shouldn't just go straight to the public and you and publish that this is what the oil spillage has destroyed water, blah blah blah.
But
You need to,
but by giving them money, you are undermining the independence.
we should look at the context.
Of
We should look at the
the
context we are talking about. If we were to be maybe China or these people who,
That
Charlie,
is
when
why
you lie,
Ghana
they
is
will
suffering.
just
That is why
truncate. They will
Ghana
just
is
truncate
suffering.
your head. No.
That's why Ghana is suffering. So we have to be professionals. You do not have to give them the bribe.
Okay, you are making points though, but with me, Charlie, you should look at the context, like the cultural context. We are in Ghana, bribery. If you go anywhere in Ghana, whether in the presidency, anywhere, bro, like anywhere you can think about,
I don't
football,
agree with
anywhere,
you. I don't agree.
bribery is there.
I
So
don't agree.
it shouldn't just be this small livelihood that people will lose. That
Ladies and gentlemen, very important at the end of this episode. all this PR calls. This has been very conversational. I know we've all enjoyed that. As PR professionals,
No, you fit. Okay, sit on the tie.
as in the end, I think we would all agree that as a competent PR professional, you should uphold your integrity. Yes, bribing the journalist can fix the problem there and then, but what about the future? What about your reputation? What about the company's reputation also, and then the trust that people have in you? Thank you very much for joining us. This has been the PR Pulse, where we connect, reflect, and champion responsible publication. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.
This is